guys, hi everybody. I hope you guys are doing great wherever you are. If it is night, good night. If it is morning, good morning, rise and shine. So, for today's video, I wanted to do a soft whispered, obviously, or even whispered for relaxation. But I wanted to come on here and specifically talk about mental health. So lately, I've been feeling a lack of motivation towards my videos because myself, I have been needing a little time off to kind of reset my mental health. So I want to be authentic with that, and therefore that is why I wanted to do a little ramble about mental health. And yeah, so before this video I was talking to my mother, and I just came to a realization like how critical it is that if your own mental health is deeply affected or neglected, it is not to be played around with, because that is your own life and your own mental health and own sanity at play, and you absolutely need to go and get the resources that you need if you are deeply struggling with your inner well-being. And unfortunately, we don't always recognize it, I would say. Like, we don't often recognize it ahead of time. Like, maybe we'll have a few symptoms, feeling more more depressed, more sad, or more tired and less motivated, but we still have to keep going through life. So oftentimes we don't really notice when it comes before it gets critical. And when it gets critical, well, that affects your whole quality of life. It affects yourself and your relationships. So I just wanted to come on here and do a quick message to really say, if that is something that you are dealing with, and it could quite frankly be on your own. Sometimes my experience is like, let's say I don't want to be a burden to those around me, so I'll shut down, or I'll do the complete opposite. Anyway, so it's just very important that you take that step and go and get the help that you need. And unfortunately, in life there will be situations where you are not at your best or even at your lowest, and it is very important to quickly grab yourself back up and go on and do the things that you need to do to be you again, because you can really start to feel completely disconnected with who you are. You completely forget everything that you like, your ways of being, your ways of habits. Your mind gets completely affected, and it's a cycle. If you're going through this, I feel you, I understand you, and I am sorry that you're going through this. And yeah, I just wanted to make this message so that you feel less alone, and I feel less alone. But it's so important that we grab ourselves back up. And if you need to take a little distance, like just a little distance, you can always tell your loved ones that you need a bit of space just to get yourself back up. Because if we're stressed and if we're not well, oftentimes that'll affect the quality of our relationships. But our loved ones, they'll understand. And I definitely think that taking a little step back to get yourself back in order is a great idea if you are struggling, and it's actually the best idea. Getting back into habits that you enjoy. You can also call hotlines. There's a lot of hotlines in different cities that you can call in case of like a crisis or something like that. You should never ever hesitate to call anyone if you're really struggling. And if you don't have any trusted one around you, there are always some hotlines that you can call. I think they're 24/7. Hopefully wherever you are, you have that too. And obviously if you're feeling really extremely low, you can always call 911. But like I said, it's not to be messed with. It is very serious. And I feel like sometimes people kind of brush it off, like how important it is. Like obviously in life we have to take care of our health, our physical health. We have to take care of our responsibilities. And we have to take care of life, friends, family, work, school, whatever we have going on. But it's so important to not forget about yourself and take care of yourself throughout all of that, to be sane and to be happy within yourself and to not lose yourself to reality, not dissociate. And I think that's so important. So yes, and I also wanted to add that it is very important to understand some tactics to help yourself calm yourself whenever there's situations or whenever you just feel overwhelmed. Obviously there is the breathe in and out method. There are plenty of apps that you can use to calm yourself down, and although in your head it may still be the same thoughts that'll happen, your breathing will calm your nervous system down and therefore you'll be calmer. And then you can maybe de-dramatize the situation if that is possible. See what's in your control, what's not in your control, and you can write down on a paper. Like my therapist gave me some like papers to write down whenever a situation happens. Like, where am I? What is happening? What emotions am I feeling? What sensations am I feeling in my body? And how can I make this calmer and everything? And how will it impact your life, my life, in a week, in a month or so? What's the urgency? And break it down. That way it makes the situation a bit less overwhelming, because sometimes we get like events and it feels like it's just the end of the world, but we always get through it, and there is always a light at the end of the tunnel, although it sometimes it really doesn't feel like it. It's important to know that this is truth. Taking deep breaths will allow you to be just a little stress-free and to address the situation or whatever that it is a little more clearly and without this overwhelming feeling in yourself. So I think that's very important. And yes, so that being said, I just wanted to come on here and say that I understand you guys are not alone, whatever it is that you are going through. I hope that this video made you feel better. And yes, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I post like some hauls and stuff like that, the ASMR videos, and mainly relaxing content. So I hope that this video was enjoyable for you, and I wish you guys a great night.